How you guys feeling today? Great. Looks like we're in business. So my name is Ryan Leslie, and I spent all night last night performing in Frankfurt, Germany for a bunch of raging, screaming people, and then basically decided that since I had an early morning flight, I probably shouldn't sleep, and so I didn't sleep, and I got on a plane and literally just landed here so I could tell you about what I'm working on. So if you want to take a look at what I'm working on, this is me. And yeah, I give my cell phone number to everybody on Twitter. So if you'd like to, you could send me a text right now, but you probably don't know why you should even stay in touch with me. I've got 561,000 followers, and 40,000 of them have sent me a text. 37,000 of them have entered their information into my phone book, and 20,000 of them have spent money with me directly, which is pretty cool for a musician that doesn't have a label, a manager, and on my last album, I didn't do any music videos. But how does this even apply to an audience at Slush? Well, how it applies to an audience at Slush is pretty simple. You came here, you spent somewhere between 200 and 600 euros to have one of the coveted seats here in this auditorium. What's the value you want to get out of this experience? I would say that the value we want to get out of this experience is a relationship with either maybe an investor, a co-founder, an engineer, somebody cool like Ryan Leslie. Who knows? The bottom line is, what are you actually doing as you walk around the convention? How do you exchange information? Well, it's pretty easy for me because anyone who wants to get in touch with me, they can just send me a text message. And what I built is called Superphone. It's very easy. You send me a text message, and my phone will recognize that I don't have your number. So my phone will text you back and say, hey, nice to meet you at Slush, but I don't have your info. So can you please add your information to my phone? Right? And so a few people have already done this. As you can see, I literally, like I said, just landed. So I can go to my contacts here, and I can take a look at who I met at Slush. So I'll go to the filters, take a look, and this is in the last 20 minutes. I've met Huang, who walked me backstage, Unto, who took my picture to go in that beautiful opening graphic, Lizanne, who my friends at Moore introduced me to because I'm raising for my startup, and Yossi, who actually built the graphics for that opening sequence that you saw. Now, if any of you actually send me a text and you say, hey, Ryan, I met you at Slush, my technology will tag you guys, and I'll be able to know when I leave here today the number of people that I met at this conference and also what everyone does, right? Because I can take a look. You'll fill in your information, and I'll be able to see, like here with Unto, I'll see that he uses DNA. I met him at Slush. He lives here in Helsinki. He's an executive producer for Taylor Frame, and that's his company. So imagine if you could walk around this conference, the 15,000 people that you have here, and you'd be able to collect information on everyone you met. And then when you went home tonight, you'd be able to say, okay, how many creative directors did I meet? How many engineers did I meet? How many investors did I meet? How many potential co-founders or collaborators did I meet? And then you could actually tag those people and say, these are important people that I want to stay in touch with. So not to disrespect any of the folks that I met here, but you could see that Lizanne is tagged because she's an investor. So that means in a week or so, if I haven't reached out to her, my technology will send me an update and say, hey, you marked Lizanne as somebody who was important. Don't you want to send her a text right now and say, hey, it's Ryan, what you been up to? And the beauty of this is that what we found, and what's actually so interesting is I was just backstage with Yossi, and he said, well, you know what? This is so interesting. Why doesn't this exist already? It's such a simple concept. Why doesn't it exist already? So I built this initially as a way to solve a problem for myself, right? Because when I sold music on iTunes, I realized that there were 180,000 or more fans of mine who all wanted to support me in some way. And as I watched people move to streaming services, I realized that maybe they didn't want to support me by buying a digital copy of my record. But I did have folks that decided, hey, Ryan, if you want to make a video, I'd love to give you my services. If you need 30 Lamborghinis in a video, I run the Lamborghini Club in Belgium, and I can have them all pull up at a garage, and you can shoot a video with my 30 Lamborghinis. That's a real story. It really happens. His name is T-Ball Van Rini. And actually, you know how I made that happen is I said, hey, T-Ball, listen, I know you're the president of the Lamborghini Club, so if I drop your name in a rap, can you actually bring 30 80s and 90 Diablos and Countaches to a garage so I could shoot this video for free? He said, yeah, if you really do it. And I said, listen, grant myself 100 wishes, that mean I'm a genie. 580 horses in my Lamborghini. When I pull them beauties out, that mean I'm with Van Rini. I'm disguising 30 cars, that mean you never see me. I sent it to him, and he brought the Lambos out, right? So I think really what I'm trying to get at is that your life can be enriched by the people you connect with. And when you change the people you connect with the most, when you make a decision about who's important for you to live the life that you want to lead, sometimes time can just slip away. And that's when technology can step in. And so our technology, as crazy as it sounds, has actually improved the relationship that I even have with my own mother. Because that simple action of tagging her as family and saying family is important, and even though I'm a tech founder and I'm an artist and I stay up all night so I can fly to Helsinki, I still want my mom to know what I'm doing. And so a simple nudge, a technological nudge that says, hey, Ryan, it's 7 o'clock. Don't you love your mom? Do you want to send her a message? The first time I did that for like a week, she thought that maybe she said, Ryan, what's wrong with you? Is everything okay? And now, what's so beautiful about it is that our relationship is stronger, and the value of the love and support and great advice, even outside of being a tech person, just the great advice of my mom has been something that has yielded an incredible value because I've been able to nurture that relationship. And so I think in closing, it's pretty simple. I started to build this as a tool so that people and artists could convert their social followings into mobile numbers, right? So if you look at my Instagram, I have 205,000 followers on Instagram. And like I said, 40,000 of those people, if Instagram shut down tomorrow, I could press a button and still send them a text message and say, hey, this is what I was doing yesterday at Slush. That's incredible. But what's even more important, though, is of those 40,000 people, I know who the people are who are the most important to me to live the life that I want to live. And so, Superphone, like I said, in the idea that everyone has to make the world a better place, I strongly believe in the thesis that if your relationships are better, and your life is better, and you're happier, then the world is truly a better place. My name is Ryan Leslie. My technology is called Superphone. Thank y'all.